welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be gardening and doing my blueberry and blackberry, the garden bed. Finally, I have some blackberry, a blueberry bush, and today we are going to be gardening. You guys know that I have been wanting to start a garden. I've been wanting to do something similar or have my own farm. Today I'm going to be trying out my own mixture, trying to basically plant my seeds. Now, I'm not an expert at gardening, but I am going to walk you guys through everything that I have right now and start it, I guess. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have my blueberries right here, my blueberry and blackberry. I got this from Home Depot, and it's already pre-built into a little pot. Starting off with what you need, right here I have an all-purpose compost with beneficial soil microbes and mycorrhizal. Soil with this mixture is beneficial bacteria that improves the blueberries' growth and fruit quality. Dr. Earth's all-purpose compost doesn't have any cow manure in it, which your blueberries don't like, and it makes it more alkaline. Berries are an acidic fruit that needs a little over 3% of organic matter. This is just regular potting mix. I might only use that for my blackberries and a little bit for my blueberries. Next, we have some soil acidifier because blueberries love acidic soil. Perlite is great for keeping the soil aerated and to help with drainage. We have some organic fertilizer. And lastly, we have some peat moss in 250-gallon garden beds. Let's get started. Okay, with the potting mix, I am pretty much using this as a filler. It has some compost in it. Again, no cow manure compost. It's just a good potting mix for vegetables and flowers and stuff like that. So just make sure you're aware of the type of potting mix you are getting or when you are planting blueberries or any type of berries. I got a 50-gallon grow bed because I got the high bush blueberries, which grow at least up to 10 feet. The bigger the grow bed, the more room your berries will have to grow. This is pretty big, so I do suggest at least 45 if you can find one, or if you're making your own. But I wouldn't recommend doing anything under 20 gallons if you're planting in a pot. Now, it's a lot of people who don't use compost. They just use peat moss, sand, perlite, and just other things of their liking. The things that I researched and why I am using compost is because it provides food and stability for the plant. Instead of drenching everything in peat moss and stuff, I decided to use compost also. There are many different plant mixes from what I have been researching, so it is really up to you on how you want to grow your blueberries or berries and see what gets the best results. For this gardening bag, I am going to have to get some sticks in order for these to properly set up straight. I got it off Amazon and it looked really good, and they are really good, but the way that they're setting up is very annoying, so I'm gonna have to get some sticks to plant them in the ground or something like that. I didn't know how big of a growing bag this was all the way, so I didn't get as much potting mix or compost as much as I needed. So I am just adding as I go, and also mixing as I go, because your soil needs to be properly mixed in order for your plant to thrive how you want it to. Now for the peat moss. Peat moss is a safe way to acidify your soil. Just make sure you add an equal amount of peat moss with your soil to get the best results. Now for the soil acidifier. You can get this at Lowe's or Home Depot. It is for acid-loving plants. Because berries are acid-loving plants, and the pH needs to be between 4.5 and 5.5. Anything higher will pretty much make the plant yellow and grow poorly, if they grow at all. I feel like my favorite part about this whole thing is actually mixing, because it just feels good to rub your fingers through the dirt sometimes. And even though I have on gloves, it's still fun to mix and just, you know, ground yourself. Now here is the fun part, actually potting our blueberry roots. Obviously be gentle with your roots, but when planting, make sure you're breaking up the soil that is already into it so you can encourage the roots to sprout in its new home. Now apply that fertilizer and make sure you remember not to over fertilize your bush, and also make sure you don't get anything on the leaves because it will damage the leaf. Okay guys, for the blackberries, I am doing pretty much the same exact mixture as the blueberries, pretty much, except for I'm portioning it and making sure that I am putting more regular soil than the compost and the acidic mixtures that I use for the blueberries, because blackberries prefer neutral or mildly acidic soil. Okay, lastly, we gotta fill that baby up with water. So for me, I am going to be watering my plants regularly because I am in California right now, and you know, we do have a lot of sun exposure, even though it's winter. So I definitely am going to be watering my plants regularly. They do not like to be completely drenched and then dried out, and then get drenched and then dried out. So make sure you're being consistent when you are watering your bush. I'm definitely gonna replant them. I just wanted to get them into some soil that is feeding them correctly because my stuff is taking too long. So I'll give you guys an update video. I have a couple other plants that are sprouting already that I'm gonna show you guys probably in the next video that I do on plants and, you know, the process or whatever else that I'm growing. If you guys like these type of videos, please let me know. So hopefully everything grows as they should. My blueberry plant is already, you know, doing its magic. It's so pretty. Even if you live in an apartment, if you have a patio or anything like that, or even inside, there's a ton of information out there to where you can plant and grow your own food indoors or outdoors. Just have this little table outside, and using this amount of space. Imagine if I did not have, or was not planting blueberry and blackberry bushes, and I was just planting celery or something in this big 50-gallon bed, then I would have so much space. So you don't need that much space. Don't be discouraged or anything like that if you truly want to grow your own food. This is a video telling you that you can and that you should. And I just encourage everybody to at least plant something. Do make a difference in the world. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.